rush is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Breece Hall. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Focus, boys. Focus.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Now Lance.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Allen taking it in from the 20.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 9, Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
23 yards the pickup there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10.
On play action, Allen.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And this will wind up as Saints first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. But I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Here's Allen. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the shotgun snap to Allen.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This is caught. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Niners' 3-yard line.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Breece Hall
with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Can someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
He's going to let it go again.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Saints. DJ Moore. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, defensively, they have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance, he's got the connection to Moore. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They do go for it. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, he finds Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Slot man moves right. Now Lance again. Dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
That pass complete to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Chubb again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nick Chubb punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Here's Allen to throw it. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On play action, Allen rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something. Something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know his pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Lance looking to throw it.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Four yards remain for second down.
Allen going to throw.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. Finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Travis Kelce from 13 yards out.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DJ Moore. 32 yards.
And the Saints extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Allen.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I'll pick up on the play of
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next count.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Allen off the play fake. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Allen going to go on 4th down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this one is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Saints, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.